Welcome back to another update of my 60 before 60 list. Today is Monday the 11th of August, and over the weekend I ticked off, I'm highlighting it as we speak, number 18 on my 60 before 60 list, which was See a Musical I've Never Seen Before. As I said when I made the list, this one was a bit of a cheat because I actually have tickets currently, I did have tickets to see 3 musicals over the next 6 months or so that I've never seen before, and the Saturday afternoon was the first one. I went with my friend Julia down to Plymouth to the Theatre Royal, and we saw Hamilton. She's seen it before, I hadn't seen it before. It wasn't my favourite musical I've ever seen. I felt like I missed an awful lot of what was being said. It's almost based on like rap music, I guess, and they talk very quickly. I mean, rap is quickly spoken, isn't it? But I missed so much of what they were saying, and therefore was not really able to fully follow the story. I wasn't really sure what was going on. I mean, halfway through the first half, I happily have said to you that I had genuinely no idea what was going on whatsoever. It did improve in the second half. I got the gist of it, but I felt like because of that I didn't enjoy it as fully as I could have done. Also, the guy who was playing Hamilton wasn't the best. I didn't feel he had leading man stage presence, although obviously all actors in musicals are, really talented and clever and great. And overall, it was visually stunning to watch. But yeah, not my favourite musical. I don't think I'd go back and see it a second time. And most musicals, I generally say, I could easily watch that again. Like when we went to see The Book of Mormon earlier this year, I could quite cheerfully go and see that again. If it came down locally again, I would be very happy to go and watch that again. But anyway, that is number 18 ticked off. And while I was there, do you remember many years ago going to the theatre was a proper thing and people dressed up to go to the theatre? That was so nice, wasn't it? It felt like more of an occasion going to the theatre when I was young because you put your Sunday best on type of thing. Also the expression Sunday best. Not one you hear very often anymore, is it? But there was a lady in the row behind us who was really nicely dressed up. She was wearing a sort of 1940s style, very straight dress, sort of Devoré velvet, and it was in black and purple, and it was stunning, and she had her hair all really nicely done. And so when we were taking our seats again after the interval, I reached over the back of the seats, or not reached, but I leant over the back of the seats, and I told her how nice she looked and how much I liked her dress. So that is number 2 ticked off. On number 59, which is... oh no, it's not number 59 at all. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? It is number 11, which is Compliment a Stranger to 5 individual times. And that's the second time I've complimented a stranger recently. I'm just reaching for a pen here. Have I got a pen? I'm sure I had a pen in there. I don't know where that's gone, but it's not in there now. Oh yes, it is. Just somewhere I couldn't find it. So that is Compliment a Stranger. I've done that twice now, and makes you feel good complimenting a stranger, and she seemed really pleased that I'd said it to her as well, So that was all very nice and positive. Right, that's it for today's update. Good morning. Today's the 1st of September, and I have only one clip this month on my computer of 60 before 60 stuff. I think that the reason for this, apparently I can't speak. I think that the reason for this is that, as I've said several times before, August has been an insanely busy month. It's been delightful, don't get me wrong, absolutely delightful. I've done some lovely things, seen some lovely things, spent time with friends, family, loved ones, all of that good stuff. But heavens, yes, I do feel like I I'm ready for the September reset, let's just say that. Anyway, 60 before 60, my bucket list. I am enjoying doing this. Let me just, sorry, I'm filming several clips and videos this morning, so I've got different bits of paper everywhere, bit disorganised. Right, so let's first of all see what I did, which wasn't an awful lot in August. Now, the main one I did was number 1, which was have afternoon tea at a fancy hotel. When I first did the list, you may remember that I said I already knew that I was going to do this because we were booked in, myself and William, to go to the Shard for afternoon tea in London. And it was, I think I've talked about it. I talked about it in my live recently, didn't I? Not that recently. It will be by the time you see... Oh, actually, no. Yeah, my recent live. Figuring out when you see the videos as opposed to when I'm making them. I talked about it, but I'm going to insert some pictures of it here for anybody who hasn't seen those. I think I did show you just on my phone screen in my live. So, we had a really lovely afternoon tea. And funnily enough, it's just been my birthday again, because that was the present he bought me for last August's birthday, August 24, and we just got round to doing it. And he's bought me another afternoon tea at a local hotel to us, a very nice one up on Dartmoor. So I'll be having afternoon tea within the next year at another lovely hotel. Yeah, looking forward to that. And that's number 1 ticked off on my list. The next one that I've been doing, hang on, I need to just grab my prop over here, not prop, but... Do you remember, I can't remember if it was this month or last month, I told you that I had bought myself a puzzler book. This is for number 7, which is Complete a Whole Puzzle Book. And although I haven't dipped into this loads, I have been doing some and have been enjoying it. When I've picked it up, I've really enjoyed having the time to get on with it and it's concentrate on something other than the endless doom scrolling, more of which shortly. So number 7 is in progress. Number 8. Oh, this is an interesting one that I wanted to talk to you about. Number 8 was 1 line a day diary for a year. I wanted to write just a 1-sentence diary every day for a whole year. And let me just tell you, I have found an app for that. I thought about how I wanted to do this and whether I wanted to do it on physical paper, which I think would have been my ideal. But I think I am more likely in this day and age to be able to sustain it for a whole year if I... Sorry, that's Ashley's coffee machine. He's forgot to turn it off before he went to work. It'll stop in a minute. Anyway, I don't know if you can... You might not be able to hear it, actually, so you won't know what I'm talking about if... Anyway, I digress, as apparently I say far too much. Where was I? Completely lost myself now. Number 8. Yes, the 1 line a day diary. I thought that I would be more likely to do it if I could do it on here, because I always have this with me. And yeah, that's not an ideal scenario, I know, but that's what I decided to do because I thought I would be more likely to be successful at completing it. Also, I found an app called... Let me just show you. It's called Happy Feed, and it means that I can do a 1 line a day and a photograph for each entry. It's called Happy Feed. It's this one down here. And each day you get a little thing like that, and you press the plus button and you add your photo from your phone and you put a little sentence down here. I mean, you can write as much or as little as you like. I'm just doing 1 sentence. I can't show you all my entries, but I started this sort of mid-August sometime, and I have kept it up every day. I've also put a reminder on my phone to remind me to do it every day, which is one of the things that, because if you don't do it within 2 days, you can't then do an entry for that day, which is pretty good. There is an option to upgrade for about £2 or £3 a month, because I can't see all my past entries now. It only allows you to see so many. So I'm probably going to do that. It's not something I'd keep forever, but for the year that I'm doing this, I think I'll probably pay the extra charge to upgrade so I can see all my entries and go back over them. Just because I think that's quite a satisfying thing to be able to do. So I'm probably going to do the upgrade today because it's now the 1st of September, as I said, and I've just seen that I can no longer see August entries on there. These things get you, don't they, in the way of paying in the end. I can show you some of my pictures. This is last week's entries up here, but you can see the whole calendar view, but only for the current month without paying the extra upgrade fee. So I'm going to do that for just to help me complete the project. And yeah, that one's in progress again, number 8. So the final one that I did manage to do, sneaked it in yesterday, was sign up to be an organ donor, which was number 33. I did that online. It was super, super quick and easy. I think I was already signed up to be an organ donor, but a long time ago. So it doesn't hurt to renew it at all, does it? So I did that. And then you get all the options to be a bone marrow donor and all sorts of other things. I only went for the organ donation at the moment, but I might well look at the bone marrow thing and see how easy that is to do at some point in the future. But yes, number 33 is now ticked off. So that is what my list looks like in terms of tickings off. Nothing on the rest of it there. And then I just thought I'd quickly tell you what I plan to do for September. We shall see. We've got number 10, which is buy myself nice fresh flowers 6 times. So I thought September's a good month to do that. We took all our bedding plants out yesterday, summer ones, and replaced them with autumn ones, and not so much colour in the garden as we go into the winter. So September's going to be a good month to buy myself some fresh flowers. Number 41 was watch a film from 1968. Some of you gave me some good suggestions, and I also asked ChatGPT, 1968 being the year I was born. Don't tend to watch a lot of old films, but there's lots of options for that actually that I thought would be of interest. So I'm going to try and get that one done. Number 29 is go to an antiques fair. I noticed that there's an antiques fair fairly locally coming up, either in September or October. So I'm going to look into that one as well. Number 51 was declutter my phone. And I'm actually doing a project during the month of September, which you'll see on my main channel at some point towards the end of September, to try and break up with my phone, because I am addicted to this thing and I need to be less addicted to it. So look out for that on my main channel. But decluttering my phone will be part of that. So hopefully that will be sort of a side effect of the project, so that's good. And then number 13 and 14 will watch the sunrise from Somewhere Lovely and watch the sunset from Somewhere Lovely. And we are off on holiday to southern Spain later on this week, and might get one of those ticked off, or possibly both. I don't know. I feel like they should be, sunrise and sunset should be in 2 different lovely places, so maybe just one of them, but we shall see. Perhaps I will be able to do that. Anyway, that is a quick 60 before 60 update for this month, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.